Hello, everybody. How are you? Great, great. So great to be here again with you. If you can hear me, I want you to please type I can hear you in the comment section. I am absolutely excited to be here. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from whichever part of the world you're listening or watching me from. Now, today I have a very important guest, a great woman, and I will be introducing her shortly. So let's go straight to our message for today. So, welcome everybody to another episode of the Morale Booster with Dr. John Ughulu. The Morale Booster is a platform for entrepreneurs, career professionals, leaders, and the general public to give back to the society through coaching and mentoring. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. Now, this program is currently being sponsored by Main Seed Consulting Group. And for bookings, adverts, or sponsorship inquiries, please contact us. You would find our contact details currently being displayed on the screen. So before I introduce our guest for today, I want you to please like and share this broadcast. Like and share this broadcast, or you might just be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. So today I have a very powerful woman. Her name is Dr. Keba Richmond Green. She is a professor. And yes, you heard me right. She's a professor. We love to bring intelligent people to this program so you can actually learn one or two from them. So Dr. Green is an entrepreneur who owns and operates many businesses. She works from a family systems approach and believes in a theory that an individual cannot exist and cannot be understood except in their relation to the whole family. She works to help individuals find their place and purpose in the system, work inward so the outer shines. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I bring to the stage this phenomenal coach, phenomenal woman, professor, doctor. Thank you so much, Dr. Green, for joining me on the program.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. I'm so happy we were able to make this happen. You were supposed to be on the call last week, but for some reasons, we missed each other. But however,
yes,
we're getting it done right now. So tell me, other than the introduction I just did about you, so tell me what made you become passionate about what you do?
You know, I'm thinking I was just born with this passion. I honestly don't. Everything I do is around health, mental health, right, and wellness. So everything is, as I say, is green, like my name, health, wealth, and growth. And so, even as a child, I grew up in a traumatic home, abusive father, alcoholic father, who was very controlling. Not so much with me, but with my mother and my brothers. I was the only girl, so I was kind of shielded from that. However, I think that made me very compassionate for people around me. It also made me go inward. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're raised in trauma, you tend to try to get out the way and be quiet so you don't stir up mess. So I learned to go inward and watch and be very observant with people around me and things happening around me, because I needed to know if at any time I'm in danger. So I think it was just innate. I think it was just something that I was born with. Seriously, because in the 7th grade, I had a psychology class that I loved, and I said, I'm going to be a psychiatrist one day. And so I just gravitate toward people. I'm a behaviorist by heart. I study people. I watch your actions, not even intentionally, not even, knowingly. It's not anything I'm trying to do. It's just who I am.
Right. So thank you so much. And you have been through a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's
what they say. You can't see the forest for the trees. Sometimes I'm like, I went through that. What? Yes, definitely.
Yes. And I know there's so many people out there who are listening right now, who would be so interested in finding out the strategies that you use to overcome. You just touched the surface, talking
Mhm.
about looking inwardly. That's the surface. Do you have any program that you run or do to help people who are actually going through a similar situation
I
to
do.
help them to help them overcome?
I have a workbook for teens and for adults called "Growing Up, Growing Out," and it's based off of it's to help people who've dealt with any type of abuse or trauma, and or assault, things like that. Because you're absolutely right. People just, if they have the tools and the resources, I think they can navigate it a little better. But when you're in survivor mode, or when you're going through the motions and you just have to make ends meet, or you have to do what you have to do as a parent or as an adult, you don't always know what to do. You're just doing enough to survive for that day. So absolutely, those pieces are so necessary to help people take the steps to recreate their lives and reshape the lives that they know they deserve. And so absolutely, yes, definitely have workshops and workbooks available.
Great. Now this will now take me into the book section. You are a published author, am I correct?
Correct.
So how many books have you published till date?
I have two published. I think I have two ebooks, and I'm working on two more
Okay, that's
published books
great.
right now. Yeah.
That's great. It's not easy.
It's
It's
not. It's not easy. I know people try to make it look easy, but it's not easy.
Yeah, I know it's not easy. So let's talk about your most recent book. Do you have a copy with you there?
I don't. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't.
No, it's all
It's
right.
called Better, BETT, just like my company, Better, BETT-R.life. And it's 21 asked and answered questions about relationships, love, and family. And what happened is I plan to do a series of this book on, sex, on parenting, on marriage. I plan to do a series of books from this, but this is the first volume. And so I had a really good friend of mine who loves to pick my brain, decided to sit down with me and ask me 21 questions on relationships. And we decided to publish it. So, yes.
Oh, great. So just for the sake of, because right now we're streaming on Facebook,
YouTube.
YouTube, and podcast. So for the sake of those people who are listening to us via podcast now, you say the title of the book is Better Life,
Yes. Better Life.
Better.
BETT-R.life.
Okay, BETT-R
Dot
dot
life.
life. Okay,
Yes.
so
The
those.
same as the website. It's same thing as the website, same thing as the company. Yes.
Okay, so for those people who are listening via podcast, can you please tell us what your website is? Can they get the book to buy on your website?
Absolutely. You can go to the website and buy it. It's the same website as the name of the book, www.bett-r.life. Better Life.
.com, right?
.com. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Um,
I forgot it's
yeah,
so
so
many
let's
domains.
let's get it straight. BETT-R dot live
Yes.
dot com.
.com.
Right, that's great. And we would also, for those of you watching via Facebook and YouTube, it's currently being displayed on your screen. So you can go there, buy a copy, and yes, drop some reviews, okay?
Please drop some reviews.
All right. So I see you in your scrubs, right?
Right now,
Yeah.
Scrubs? No.
Okay. Those look like
They do a little bit now that you mention it, do, right? Yes.
those look like medical clothes.
No, I'm not a medical doctor. I would love to be a psychiatrist, but I keep saying, do I want to do another 6 to 8 years of school? Even though 6 to 8 years is going to pass anyway,
Oh yes.
so I'm debating. I really am, because I really love the brain. I love the mind. I love how your body reacts to chemical. I just love neuropsychology.
Right.
So if I don't do psychiatry, I'm thinking of another degree in neuropsychology.
Okay. Okay, that's
Mhm.
great. So, as a professor, what do you lecture on? Are you a professor of what?
When I was teaching, I'm no longer teaching, of course, due to COVID and everything, everybody's kind of work from home. But when I was teaching, I was doing substance abuse and
Okay.
mental health.
Okay, great. Great.
Hmm.
Great. All right. So, now, how long did it take you to write your last book?
The last book, a couple of hours, because again, it was a interview style, which was much easier for me
Okay.
because I didn't have to think really. I mean, I work better off the cuff like this when you ask me questions and I can answer. Now,
Right.
my first book, that took a while because it was more personal. Um, and I don't even think it's a great book. I'm just gonna be honest. I hate to say that because I want you to go read it. But what I'm saying is I think everybody critiques their first book. And so I'm always thinking about going back and revising it. And people say leave it alone because that's where I was at that time. I'm no longer there.
Right.
And so it was hard. And it's hard to write the ones I'm working on now as well. Even though the information is up here, it's hard to get it out on paper.
Right. Right. I get it. I get it. So, now let's go to the inspirational and motivational part of life. The COVID
Yes.
pandemic actually caused an increase in the level of depression worldwide, an increase in the level of anxiety
Absolutely. Yes.
worldwide,
Yes.
an increase in domestic violence and hunger.
Yes.
What's your advice for people who are right now undergoing high level of depression, anxiety, hunger, domestic violence?
Wow.
Now, do we have to do a full disclaimer that this is not um, a professional advice, or are you qualified to give professional advice in terms of things like this?
I'm qualified to give advice in those things. I'm certified and
Awesome,
educated in those areas, and this
awesome,
is my job.
awesome, great.
Um, if COVID has taught us, if COVID has taught us anything, I would think it has taught us to embrace each day. We have no clue what is happening in the world or what is going to happen in the world. So we need to live each day at our best that we can. And so for me, depression, anxiety are tenses. And what I mean by that is depression is living in the past and not being present, right? So you're worried about the past, mistakes you've had, guilt, shame, things you should have done, could have done, would have done, and now you're depressed. Instead of being present with the moment and the time that you have now. Anxiety is worried about the future and not being present, right? Oh God, what is going to happen? Am I going to die? Am I going to catch COVID? Am I going to, is my child going to get sick? Am I going to get hit by a car? That's living in the present. I mean, living in the future and not being present, correct? So that's anxiety.
Right.
So we have to learn how to be present in the moment because first of all, we have no control over what happens, right?
True.
Number two, if we did have control, could you really do anything about it? So my suggestion are these. One, turn the TV off. Let's do that. Let's stop watching so much media, reading so much information, being inundated by the statistics and the things that are happening that is putting fear into you. Let's do that. Let's monitor our media time, social media, as well as TV, radio, or publications, newspaper, wherever you get your information from. That should be limited to less than 2 hours per day. I just believe that. Like,
Okay.
it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and the information is feeding into the mass hysteria, right? Okay. And two, let's do self-care as much as possible. And when I say self-care, I of course mean things like simple things like water, running water, taking a bath, taking a shower, or like I said, just running water. It changes everything. Water is healing, it's therapeutic, it helps. Music changes your mood all the time,
Right.
right? Singing, dancing, any of those things, it changes your mood instantly. Um, Food, what are you eating? What are you digesting? Because this contributes to mental health problems, especially in children. Especially in children. Are we taking in too much sugar? Are we taking in too many carbs? Are we not drinking enough water? So things like that matter. You know, where are you sleeping? How long are you sleeping? Are you sleeping on a good mattress? You know, things like this matter. Are you getting fresh air? Are you getting sunlight? Things like that matter. Um, what else? Journaling,
Right.
writing out your feelings, of course, getting it out of your head so that you can function and you can think about other things, because we have that echo repeat mode on our brain sometimes
Right.
where we just think of the same thing over and over and over again. So getting it out of your head and onto paper. What else? I cannot stress food enough. Food is vital to your mental health. I'm actually working on a book, Eating for Your Mental Health, right now, because it's that important that you change your diet.
Right. 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 You just talked about a major thing, and I've had people change diets as a result of it being prescribed by medical professionals. So
Absolutely.
basically, we shouldn't wait till a medical doctor tells us that that's the only way we can survive. So the earlier we start understanding the importance of having a healthy diet, the better it will be for us. That's right, correct?
Absolutely.
Great.
I mean, I know in this time, you know, a lot of people, like we said, are worried or maybe even going through, like you said, domestic violence or any type of trauma, abuse. So that we need to be we still need to be mindful of what we're putting in our body and how it's making us feel. So that comes back to getting in touch with your emotions, because a lot of times we eat out of emotions, right? We eat out of emotion. We're not even realizing that we're doing it. I know I used to could sit and eat a bag of popcorn when I'm working because I'm not thinking. I'm just eating, right? And so when I stop and think, but what is happening right now with me? What is going on? What are you feeling? Are you anxious? Are you worried? What is making you do this right now? And when we get in touch with our feelings, then we can understand why we do the things that we do. Another thing is dis-ease of the body, right? All dis-eases have a root. So you need to find out the root of the problem so that you can cure the disease. And so all diseases are curable.
Right.
Period.
Right. Right. Right.
There's a natural cure for your disease. So when you get to the root of the issue, then you can cure the problem. But we've just been trying to band-aid our situations, and that's why we haven't seen results.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You've shared a lot here because so many people are currently going through a lot. And
Yes,
that's the essence we bring these programs. They say everything in life is a cliche, but it is whenever that cliche resonates with you that truly matters. There are some people who, when they hear what we say, will say, "Oh, I know this, I know this, I know this." But there's always somebody who have known this from time immemorial, but has been waiting for just that one trigger to help them start taking action.
absolutely.
And this could be that.
I hope so. I
Yes.
hope we help somebody today. Yes.
Somebody, that's it. So if you're listening via podcast, watching via YouTube, Facebook, please like and share this broadcast because you might just be saving the life of that one person. That one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message.
Yes.
That one
Yes.
person who already made up his or her mind some minutes ago that in the next few minutes he or she would walk out there and commit suicide because they feel all hope is lost.
Wow. Yes.
We're asking you for money. We're asking you just like and share this broadcast so it gets to that one person.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much. And how can people reach out to you? On what social media platforms are you active on?
So I am active on Instagram, and it'll be prof.kgreen, professor.kgreen. Facebook is my name, Keba Richmond Green, and LinkedIn is my name, Professor Keba Richmond Green. So those are the three that I'm majority on. And again, like you say, the website is up as well. You can always reach me through the website as well.
All right, great. So just I would like to have you speak for like a minute to encourage that man, that woman who feels that whatever illness they're going through right now, that's the end of their life. Just speak for 1 minute, inspire and encourage them.
To that person who's listening, if you are struggling today with anything, with any decision you need to make, any problem you are facing, any anxiety or depression that may be um, debilitating to your mind and your body right now. You may even be dealing with a health issue that's, you may be in pain right now. Your body may be in pain. I want you to know you have purpose. You have purpose. The fact that you woke up again today, the fact that your eyes are open means you have purpose. And there is a reason for you to be here today. I want you to know that you are loved and you are needed. Please know that no matter how bad it gets, there is light at the end of the darkness. And I say that because a lot of times we think this will last forever, but this too shall pass. Everything is a cycle. It must go in around and around, and meaning we will go through tough times and we will go through good times. So if you're on the other end of that spectrum, good times are around the corner, and you are needed for someone or something on this earth today. You are needed to help the next person get over their struggle, get through their pain, get through their hurt. So please understand that no matter what it looks like and no matter what it feels like, you have purpose and we need you here. I think you're on mute, Dr. John.
Thank you so much. I said purpose. Purpose is one major topic I love to talk about.
Yes.
Purpose. And thank you for sharing. And just to add to what you have said, what you said is, was so powerful. Purpose, for those who are listening, your purpose is what you were brought into this world to fulfill. Whether good or bad, whatever you're going through in life, like she said, always know that there is a season
There's a season.
for everything.
Absolutely.
Whatever you're going through is for a reason, so that you would be the person to bring hope for the next person who is going through what you're going through. So stay calm, trust in the process, trust in your creator, and understand that one day these two shall pass.
Absolutely.
Yes, and when it passes, remember that people are out there waiting for you to share your experience.
Yes.
Because your experience will also help someone get over theirs. So thank you so much, Dr. Green.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure talking to you, and I know somebody definitely has been inspired. I hope when next we invite you to come on our program, you would join us.
Absolutely. Thank you again for having me. I enjoy myself and I look forward to speaking with you again. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Please, guys, go to betterlife.com, bett-r.life.com. All right, go buy her books and learn a lot from the books. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
Goodbye.